Once a recipient's selected and we're given the name and the location we're going, that's when the logistics team's job begins.
Our next step is to take an advanced trip. We have a small group that goes to the location.
Coming into Mayfield is a little more drastic. We were here about 2 weeks after the tornado hit. So when we first arrived on this scene, you couldn't even drive down this road.
We came to what at the time looked like a war zone.
We start looking for the infrastructure on how we're going to house everybody, where we're going to feed them, where we're going to get materials from, where's the closest Home Depot.
Typically we will partner with large box stores like Home Depot or Lowe's. Networking is probably our biggest thing. Networking and getting to know people. Making the relationship with places like Home Depot at the Pro Desk and Lowe's at the Pro Desk. Those relationships are invaluable.
We start with fire department, police department, mayors, city council, anybody that's involved in the government that can lead us to the right people. So for instance, we've met Darren French, Assistant Chief of Fire Department here on our first trip. He's been crucial to us to connect us to people faster than if we just pick up a phone and say, hey, can you help? He already knew somebody, so he would make a phone call and help us out.
So in January, about a month and a half, or maybe a month and a half after the tornado hit our town, we were contacted by Soldier's Journey Home, and we had an advance team come in, and they come in and talk to local authorities about what they're wanting to do and the project that they're wanting to build. And so their advance team comes in and puts feelers out on different resources that they need and how to acquire those resources, and that's how I become a part of this. They contact me periodically and to help them with acquiring certain resources that they need, whether it's contact for food or anything they need with logistics, materials and things of that nature.
Britt and I kind of split the roles. Britt's kind of responsible for the build site itself, and I'm kind of responsible for hospitality. So everything from hotel rooms to food, taking care of the tents here, and water and ice and materials and tools and whatever they need to build this house in 12 days.
I do the build site logistics. So as a whole, we will go and obviously go to the city center and get with the police department, fire department, anybody from the city planning to mayor's office, city council, and then my focus turns to the build portion of it. Our logistics team is a broad team that has many different aspects. So my portion is to just, again, get the materials here, make sure they're here, make sure things are on order, make sure they get here on time, because if we can't get them back here, it slows the whole process. Although we work together and a lot of the decisions we make, we consult each other on, whether it be my side of what I handle or his side of what he handles. You know, there's a lot of times that we talk together.
When Britt and I first started the logistics team 4 or 5 years ago, we were kind of doing everything, just he and I by ourselves, trying to handle everything.
There's just so many working parts to what we do in logistics that if you didn't have good people working under you, you could fail. Over the years, we have kind of streamlined it, put the right people in the right places.
We've added key components like Sean Sebo and Brooke to the finance side and Sharon to the PIO side. So adding good crucial pieces to the puzzle allows Britt and I to be more free and able to roam around and put out fires quicker, because we're not having to deal with those other things.
But a lot of it is being lucky enough to have so many skilled people that we can take people and put them in certain positions, and they typically just step right in.
Having a good team, having a big team, and a good group of people who know what the job is and how to get it done makes things a lot easier, especially when you're only doing this in 12 days.